Hello and welcome. I am here today with Joel Clonts out of Columbia, South Carolina. He's been a franchise owner with us for getting up there now. You're at 3 years?
Yeah, coming up.
That's awesome. Well, Joel, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been such an honor to watch you grow through the business, get to know you on a personal level, and have some fun with you. So super excited to share your background and what you do in your personal life and your business. And so we'll just kind of dive in. If you could give us a little bit on your background, kind of your personal life, outside of 360 Clean, just let us know.
Sure. Traditional hometown guy. Grew up in Casey, South Carolina. Joined the Navy right out of high school. That taught me a lot about life, about honestly things that I use in this business still. Served, came back home, and actually got into facilities management, and that's kind of what led me down this road. Honestly, I was a customer of 360 Cleans at first when I was managing some facilities as a director, and if I got 100 complaints, 98 of them were about janitorial stuff. So I just kind of learned. I was like, man, there has to be a better way to do it. So, and then I met Barry, and every one thing led to another. So,
It's kind of crazy how those things work out, especially when you have an experience and your background and something that you don't always realize that at some point that connection is going to be made and you're going to make something out of it down the road. Well, that's awesome. So you've been in the Columbia area for a while. So has that influenced kind of your business there and how you operate things, or how does that?
yeah, it's been a blessing. My first big customer, and I still have him to this day, was someone from my network, someone that I known through managing facilities, and a lot of the people that I've hired have been people from my network, people that were I know to be good people that were looking for some side work, and so being in the community has really kind of been my epicenter, my ground zero for everything, and it's really taken off.
That's awesome. So what would you say for your business in particular? What would you say kind of separates you from your competitors in the area?
I think for me, I have a really strong team, and we offer customer service that I don't think you get from my competitors. A lot of times as a customer, you'll sit across the table from someone that's a salesperson and you'll sign the contract and never see them again. Whereas me and my team, we're there every step of the process. We're onboarding, we're training, we're selecting. If something's missed, you call me. I'm out there the next day fixing it. It's a real personal touch that I feel like I can offer that my competition just doesn't offer.
Right. I think that's a big thing, especially in this business. Customer service is huge in anything, but you know, you can be good at sales, but if you're not a people person, it's not gonna go well for you. And so I think that's one thing that you guys teach the support team too, more so day in and day out. We learn so much from you guys as well. It's just we continue to push and strive to be more the people business, not just
Yeah,
sales.
I tell everybody ultimately, I mean, you could hire anybody to clean, but when you need something, when something's not going well, when something's going great, whatever, when you need somebody, I'm there.
Yeah,
I think that's what kind of separates me from my competition.
that's awesome. So would you say that's kind of part of your purpose too as a business owner, or what would you and go? What pushes you as a business owner?
Honestly, with pushing me as a business owner, a lot of stuff I picked up in the military was just seeing something through to its completion. Um, if I always say that discipline's better than motivation because motivation kind of ebbs and flows, but discipline is something that I learned in the military and something that I apply to business. Is that middle of the night I have a call out, I have to go out there, but I'm going to do it because I put my name on it. You know,
Yeah, you got something to achieve, but you've also got something to uphold.
yeah.
Makes it worth it. So what would you say? Could you just give me your opinion on kind of the support team? I know you mentioned you guys teach us a lot, but at any point, is there any insight you could give us from a support standpoint and, how we help you in your business or what that might look like for you as a business owner?
Absolutely. I mean, the support staff really, in my opinion, my royalties go to the use of the 360 Clean brand and various things, but I feel like the most value that it gives me as a business owner is the support. Um, so Martin, he was there as a trainer when I started. He taught me basically everything I know about bidding, about how to how to walk a building with a potential client, things to say, things not to say. And just recently, I reached out to Tim and the support staff about a situation we had at one of my accounts, and he gave me his opinion and stuff like that, and I relayed that to the customer, and I feel like him giving that opinion gave it a voice of uh, authority, maybe.
Right.
So the customer really appreciated that, and it ended up being a really good situation. So, just having that voice of authority, that voice of confirmation there is good. Of course, the financial side, I couldn't do anything without that. I mean, they keep the money rolling in, they keep the PSAs rolling in. I mean, I couldn't ask for more from the sports stuff.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Because a lot of you, a lot of the franchise owners get into this by themselves, and at some point, that is one of our biggest things. Is we want you to not feel alone. Don't ever feel like you're, doing this by yourself. We're here to support through and through, especially if it's just something silly that you need a person to work out. We don't want you to feel like you're on an island. Um, from that, do you think that kind of, what separates 360 Clean from other businesses, maybe other people in this industry, something different that maybe you as a business owner or us as a team as a whole, as a company, what we do that separates us kind of from the rest?
Absolutely. Part of what I love about 360 Clean is that personal touch. I really feel like I have everybody from the founders all the way down to the entry level support staff is an email or a text message away if I have a question. Even sometimes if I just have a something good happen, I'll shoot a text to the group chat and they're celebrating with me if I want an account, or and it's that personal touch that I don't think that the other companies are going to have. Is I know some people that work in companies for 20 years and they never met their CEO before. But whereas we go to the reunions and hang out and stuff. It's real personal. I like that about 360.
You speaking of the reunions, you've won a few awards at Best. You're getting up there now. So we're at how many? We're 4 or 5?
Yeah, I think Rookie of the Year,
We've got
top
several.
million, top million there.
Those are huge achievements. I mean, I know, and I think what's cool is some of them stay the same as far as the rest of the guidelines of running those rewards and those requirements, but at some point each year there's something new added to make you strive to get to another level where you're not just continuously roaming at Top Gun, which obviously that's incredible, but then you have all these others like the side hustles and the culture and the brand ambassador and those kinds of things that kind of push you in different areas to just do something different. So I think you've definitely shown since coming on a few years ago, just you've really pushed yourself and gone out there and just hit the ground running. So that's something that's been really cool to see, especially in the area. With that, what would you say are some of your goals moving forward as a business owner? Things are always changing.
Yeah, honestly, my goal is moving forward or just continued growth. I really feel like I was talking actually with Barry and Martin about this. I said in the Columbia market, we've only just scratched the surface. I really feel like this is pretty much untapped out here. If I could just keep pushing it, keep growing, keep offering that customer service, and I think eventually that reputation is starting to speak for itself out there in the market. And just keep growing, year over year growth, year over year progress.
So, what do you find is probably the biggest success when it comes to, I guess, expanding your company, that growth? It's like your marketing efforts and that kind of stuff. Do you think it's more your community, or how do you feel that's navigated the best?
Obviously, 360 Cleans really helped me with a lot of this because, my business right now is about 50-50 between my stuff that I found on my own and then stuff that 360 Clean has kind of helped usher me towards. So it's been a success. I mean, honestly, just getting out of my comfort zone. I'm naturally an introverted type of guy. So
That's it.
I was just getting, just doing stuff I wouldn't normally do, speaking in front of crowds and stuff that I, normally would have caused me to seize up. Now I've kind of had to get better at it and do it more often, talk to customers and feel bad news, feel good news. It's just, just leaving your comfort zone, I guess.
It's got to feel good.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Joel. I really appreciate you talking with me. And it's been, like I said, an honor to get to know you better and see everything that you're doing in that area. It's really cool. You got some cool stuff coming up. So super excited. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again soon. And you got some even more fun success to talk about.
That sounds good, Hayden. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely.